Hey guys, so with Christmas and the holidays and sales and new products coming out, I thought today I would just mention my most repurchased beauty and skincare products of the year. And hopefully, with all the new stuff coming out, Biossance got new stuff, Glow Recipe, Drunk Elephant, several other brands. They're all going to start releasing their new stuff for this coming year. And anyway, so some of these may be forgotten, but in my opinion, a lot of these are here to stay for a long time because I've repurchased them dozens of times. So I'll get started with the one I probably purchased the most, and I probably didn't need to repurchase the most, but they don't make it anymore. The Dr. Jart BB cream. This stuff is, I really enjoy it. I think I picked up the last few bottles at the Estee Lauder cosmetic company store because they replaced it with a new version, which seems very similar, but I just have a hard time changing. I don't know. These are still good for, I don't know, another 7 or 8 months. So I picked up a few of them. And anyway, so I really like these. It does have fragrance in it, but I don't smell it at all. And it applies pretty easily. And I'm not super great with foundation. Finding foundation is so hard. So when you find something like that that works, it's so hard to give up. Okay, this I purchased several times. Last time I think I purchased 3 bottles of it. The PSA Press Reset, or not Press, it's just Reset Cleanser. I'm thinking of Verse, their Press Reset Retinol. This is a really nice, gentle cleanser. You can use it on dry skin to remove makeup. You can use it on damp skin as a multi-purpose cleanser. It's very gentle. This bottle's close to empty, but it's really one I keep in my shower, and I love it, and I use it pretty much. It's my go-to at this point. Well, that and the Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker is also wonderful. But anyway, this stuff, I like it because you can use it on dry skin. It doesn't dry your skin out or wet skin. It's really nice in all of those ways. So, okay, next up, I've got the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum with Copper Peptides. I will say I purchased this multiple times before I found the one from Theramid that I love now. Anyway. So I've repurchased this probably 6 times this year. I tend to go through it pretty quickly, and it's just really nice, fragrance-free, still pretty affordable, 1% copper peptides, and tons of other good ingredients in here. So I really like it. Wonderful jelly liquid texture, soaks in really nicely, friendly for most skin types. Anyway, next up I've got the Cosrx All-in-One Snail Cream. This stuff is a winner. Really enjoy it. I've repurchased it multiple times, and I love it even more now it's in a squeeze tube. I don't know why they didn't fix this issue earlier, like years ago when I was fussing with the stupid jar. But anyway, now it's in a tube. It's even better. I love this stuff. Pretty much reach for it every night at the end of my routine. And anyway, love it. Next up, the Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow Vitamin C Serum. This is the best vitamin C serum I've found. Proper pH, proper percentage, contains the other 2 ingredients, vitamin C or vitamin E and ferulic acid, that make vitamin C more stable. Anyway, and they manufacture it weekly, so it's always fresh, and it's also really darn affordable. Lest I say more, if you haven't tried it, give it a whirl, unless you're super sensitive to ascorbic acid. Next up, Altreno Tretinoin Lotion. I didn't use this as much as I wanted to this year because I found myself testing this new retinol or this new retinol or that new vitamin A product. But when I'm not testing new retinoids, this is my go-to. I love it. It's non-drying. It's still very strong. Just super effective. And anyway, so I figured out I can get my doctor to write a prescription for it so I don't have to go through the hassle of doing it online. Just adds up to more money, and then I just pay for it at the pharmacy. So anyway, absolutely love it. Next up, the Roche Posay Lipikar Moisturizer. I don't use this so much in the spring and summer because it's super thick and hydrating. But during the winter and fall, I really love this stuff. And the bottle's huge, so the fact that I repurchased it at all says something because this bottle does last a long time. Although it's super thick, so a little bit doesn't go as far as you'd want. Cameron was requesting something thinner. And I'm like, this is really good stuff. I can get you something thinner, but it's not going to be nearly as hydrating and protective. And you know what I mean? Like this stuff, you apply it, and then you go to shower the next day, and you still feels moisturized and soft. I love that. And this provides that. Next up, the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. Absolutely amazing. I use this in conjunction with the Cosrx Snail Cream at the end of my evening routine. Full of good ingredients, peptides, anti-aging ingredients, still calming and soothing. absolutely amazing and still pretty affordable. And if you have the choice between this and the jar, get the tube version. It's a little bit more, and you'll thank me later because the jar is messy and painful to use. Okay, next up, the Stratia Skin Liquid Gold. Now I have the gigantic tube, but I don't think they had the 4 ounce. I think they just released this at some point this year, but before that I went through a few of the 2 ounce sizes, which were amazing. I love this stuff. A lot of times they use this in conjunction at the end of my evening routine with the Cosrx and with the Klairs, all 3 together. Super hydrating and leaves my skin feeling soft and still soft the next day. Even in the morning when I go to wash it off, it still feels nice and hydrated. Okay, we've got a hair care product. The Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for hair density. I really enjoy this stuff. I just typically use it in the fall and winter and maybe at the beginning of spring. Just a couple drops down my part, and it helps my scalp stay hydrated, and it prevents some flakiness and things like that. My scalp tends to get dry in the winter. And anyway, so I used to go through a lot more of this, and maybe my scalp's better now. I don't know, but now I used to use it year round, and now the spring and fall, it seems okay now without it. So go figure. Okay, next up, the Allies of Skin Mandelic Pigmentation Night Serum, Corrector Serum. So this stuff is really great for brightening skin if you suffer from hyperpigmentation, melasma, dark spots, any of that. This stuff's really good. There's no fragrance in it. It's a little on the pricey side, but it contains a nice amount of brightening ingredients and antioxidants, as well as some exfoliants. What do they say? Mandelic, lactic, salicylic acid, bakuchiol, 8 brightening ingredients, 7 antioxidants, and peptides. Need I say more? It's worth a try. So I think this is probably my 5th or 6th bottle. I've been using this off and on now for a few years. Or probably since the brand started, actually. Okay, lip balm, the Summer Fridays. This stuff lasts forever, but now I think I have 3 full-size backups, 3 mini backups. I got one for my dad, getting one for my niece. I love it. This is the vanilla. They have colors, but I'm just more into the vanilla. But the other ones I think I got was a set where they did have a color in it. So, okay, next up, Gold Bond Pure Moisture Face and Body Lotion. So this stuff, I typically use this more on my body, and I typically use this more in the spring and summer, or sometimes I'll layer it under a thicker moisturizer to give that moisturizer a little bit more slip and not use so much. But this stuff's really nice. It's ridiculously affordable. Their retinol is great as well. So this one's worth checking out. I will link to all these below. Okay, next up, the Skinfix Hand Repair Cream. So I started finding these at TJ Maxx, and every time I went to TJ Maxx, I'd see 1 or 2, I'd buy them all. So anyway, they're going to be gifts for a few people, or just like an additional gift. Cameraman likes it for his hands. I love it for my hands. I keep it on my nightstand. My brother-in-law loves it for his hands, and he's got diabetes, so his skin is really dry, and he absolutely loves Skinfix, and he loves this product specifically. So anyway, I haven't seen it at TJ Maxx in a while, so I'm pretty glad I picked all of them up while I did. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it would disappear. Okay, the Isntree Aloe Soothing Gel. I go through a lot of this. I really love it. Aloe is a really nice ingredient. Some people drink aloe too, and I've read on PubMed that consuming aloe may help with collagen production in your skin. I need to do more digging on that one because it sounds kind of cumbersome, and aloe doesn't seem like it'd be very tasty, but I don't know. I try almost anything once, so I'll read more about it and get back to you on it before I go promoting it. And then last but not least, the Azclear, which I didn't buy, but my friend from Australia sent me several tubes, and I love this stuff. 20% azelaic acid. I love azelaic acid. I love so many ingredients, but azelaic acid was finally, when I added it in my routine, it became a game changer for me, how much it helped with redness and hyperpigmentation and prevents breakouts and things like that. So it's amazing. Oh, I should mention one more. I love these little cotton pads, the Shiseido Prepare cotton pads. I don't use them as much, but I get 2 uses out of every single one of them. So when you do need a cotton pad, they're really wonderful. So anyway, I think that's about the basics for, oh, you know what, I did go through a few of this one. The V-Green Reishi Skin Barrier, really nice, really light. You just put it on right after cleansing and toning. I put it on this morning. Just seems to give my skin a little bit of extra moisture, which it needs, especially at winter and fall time. So, yeah. So I think those are my biggest purchases out of the year. Or the ones I went through the most. And I don't know, just because some products are huge, like this Cosrx, this bottle is gigantic. I mean, I probably won't finish. If I use this every day, it'd probably take me 6 months to finish it, so I won't be able to repurchase it 5 times. So I don't know. So then sometimes it's like, is it most repurchased a good thing? I don't know. And the tubes are kind of tiny, sometimes not. But then I kind of don't. Then I neglect to mention certain things that are great because I don't repurchase them because they're gigantic. So I don't know. Anyway, just random thoughts with me. I have lots of random thoughts all day long. Strange thoughts that just leak into my head. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. So anyway, interested hearing from you guys if you have any products you bought a ton this year, and if so, what they were and what you liked about them. I'll leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.